Great to see you again, Ryan. I hear the word Blade Runner and it fills me with my cinematic enthusiasm because it was so iconic and it still is. For me, it was the cinematography, that imagery that I will never forget seeing for the first time. What was it for you?
Well, it was a lot of things because, you know, I saw it, I think, when I was 14, which was 10 years after it had come out, so I already knew it was this really iconic film when I saw it. But then you're struck by that it's iconic for a reason. You know, it's such a it's a very deep, powerful film that's you know, I think was one of the first films that I had seen that, you know, it wasn't clear how I was supposed to feel when it was over. It wasn't tied up for you in the end like most films I'd seen at that point. It really it asks a lot of questions, more questions than it answers. It haunts you after you see it, and you know, so obviously it was like it's a very powerful film for a lot of reasons.
And it was important for a sequel that those themes reiterate as well, that the characters had different depth and that the same feel was there. So was that the main reason why you accepted the role? Because it was something that was interesting to you, on top of being
it's such
an
a rich world that Ridley created. It just seemed like it felt, you know, when you finished the first film, like there was more to tell, and it was you know, exciting to hear that Ridley felt that that was the case as well. You know, that both him and his writing partner Hampton, who wrote the original, felt like there was more to tell. It was exciting as a fan because it felt like you were going to get answers to some of the questions you'd been wanting for so long. Also, just to know how that world evolved, what happened to those characters, and then to bring on Denis Villeneuve, who's just such an incredible filmmaker, who really had such admiration for the original, but a really very clear vision of where he wanted to take the next incarnation of it, and was very faithful to the original story, but really helped evolve the world. You know, things have become a lot more harsh, more brutal. He had a very grounded approach to making it. He was very loyal to the original and the themes and the characters, but he also was fearless and didn't seem to be intimidated at all about making this his own.
Yeah, that's quite important. Well, this is an iconic film. You've been in musicals, you've been in dramas, you've won awards. Where are you in your artistic bucket list in your mind? Have you done most of the things that you've wanted to do?
Well, hopefully not. I think there's still more to do. You know, I've always wanted to do science fiction. I'm glad I waited. This seems like the right way to dive in. Yeah, it was like it's a genre that's I've loved, you know, my whole life. It's such a wonderful way to talk about things that are, you know, sort of topical with a certain distance, so that you can just have an emotional experience with the core of that idea without any you know, sort of without seeing it through the filter of the time that you're seeing it in, you know. So it's something I always wanted to do. I hope to get to do more of it.
And I have to go, but quickly, is it better to be in an iconic film or have an iconic role?
I think film. You know, it's always better to be in a good movie. You know, feel very lucky to be in this film. It's the level of craftsmanship at which everybody was working at was pretty incredible. You know, the sets that they made, the world was just a fully functioning world, and working with Roger Deakins and Harrison Ford and Denis Villeneuve and all the actors in the film, it really was like, it was a very special experience.